What's going on, guys? SHOT Show 2026 continues here at the NRA booth with John. John is NRA's chief lobbyist, and he was kind enough to give me a couple minutes for an interview here. So John, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Yeah. So just give me like a general update, like give me like the state of the NRA, kind of what's going on and those sort of things.
You know, look, for the folks watching and listening, your viewers, a lot's changed at NRA. You know, we have a whole new leadership team. Some of the stuff that happened in the past is in the past. So we got younger guys involved, folks who actually shoot, who actually hunt, who use all types of tactical firearms. You see folks behind us working on the NRA's AR Challenge, which is a AR platform competition to modernize things and reaching out to influencers like yourself and the YouTube community. I mean, our Second Amendment supporters get a lot of their information through social media and on YouTube now.
They do. It's true, and I'm glad you touched on sort of where you're coming into now, because you know, in years past, and for me, as long as I've been in the gun industry, as far as just being a shooter, you know, you always felt like the NRA wasn't doing all that they could, and they weren't at the roots of what the NRA was supposed to be for the shooters, and it just you could see that there was that disconnect there. And I think within the past few years, you've seen strides, I've seen strides to be like, you know what, the NRA is actually doing some things now to make a positive change and a difference that, you know, under that past leadership wasn't probably happening as best as it could have been.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd like to see that. I mean,
yeah, and look, we're really reaching out to all of our friends in the Second Amendment community. You know, you see us working with Firearms Policy Coalition, Second Amendment Foundation, Gunners of America, National Association for Gun Rights. You know, that hasn't happened in the past, and we're stronger together. We all have the same interests at heart, but we would all do our own things. Now we're working together on lawsuits because that's really the new frontier in protecting and defending the Second Amendment. You know, NRA's involved in over 60 lawsuits. We filed more briefs in the court than any other 2A group. But the fact is, we're still a big group. I mean, if you look at just the budget for our lobbying division and political division, it's bigger than 2 and 3 of the other gun groups combined. But we're still stronger together. And everybody has their own aspects. They have different audiences they talk to. But we all want to expand freedom and protect what we have. So that's kind of the new approach that we're having now.
And I think, so a good point you touched on is, you know, these other groups we're talking about, you know, with you guys being able to all work together, and, you know, NRA is the biggest, longest standing group like this. You guys, like it or not, have the funds, have the ability to do all of these things that these smaller guys are trying to do and are being successful in, but with your help and with you kind of taking the lead on maybe some of the things, it really can only help the whole thing. So.
And look, I mean, we filed a case at the Supreme Court to protect short-barreled rifles. We're working to restore the rights of nonviolent felons, things that we haven't waded into in the past. We have 2 NFA cases. You know, everybody's enjoying $0 tax stamps now. Is that everything? We wish we could have got suppressors and short-barreled firearms out of the NFA. I wish we could dismantle the NFA in its entirety. But we got $0 tax stamps right now. We just met with ATF here, actually, before we're doing this interview, and they're surging resources to NFA branch to get those approval times down to as short as possible. So we want to continue to do that. But our litigation that the $0 tax enabled is a vehicle for us to take down the NFA and get suppressors out. You shouldn't have to go through all this red tape to exercise the Second Amendment right. And our friends at GOA have a case. Us with American Suppressor Association, FPC, SCF, we have 2 cases with more work to come. So kind of a fresh approach to how we fight and how we protect the Second Amendment. And I hope everybody continues to stay tuned to what we're doing, so we have a lot more good things to come.
Well, John, listen, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate, you know, just kind of diving into some of what's going on with the NRA. I appreciate NRA like being back like in the fight with everybody, you know, so it's great. So I'm happy about that. I'm back on the NRA train of being a believer in the NRA. You know
I appreciate that.
So it's all good. So John, thanks again.
Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
Stay tuned for more SHOT Show 2026.